And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are taking a quick look at the new version of Production Line. I'm excited for the Factorio. A little nervous because I haven't played it in about a year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to diving back into that game. It is an incredibly fun game. But for now, let's take a quick look at one of the new major changes to this. Last episode we covered the new engine, or the powertrain system, and I'm sure the developer will add a transmission manufacturing slot. You're almost certain about that. But now we're going to take a look. They added a completely new type of vehicle. So if we go to this, I'm going to close that out. We're going to change this. We're going to add SUV. And we're going to take this out because I just want to make XUVs now. So you can see there's two in here, and you can actually schedule how many of each. So you can say, hey, we need one SUV, then maybe two sedans, and then it'll just repeat over and over and over again. So as these cars get through, so I'm gonna speed her up a little bit, and we're gonna see somewhere in here there'll be a new type of vehicle. Whereas it's hard to tell where it will begin. So one of the trade-offs is they use all the same components. There we go. There's the SUV. They use all of the same components, in part because it would be pretty ridiculous to actually have a whole different set of components that go into these vehicles. I mean, it essentially would double the number of things that you would need to make a factory that produces both. So as a trade-off, these things have to retool when they come through. Actually, it doesn't look like it. Maybe he took my suggestion, because I made a suggestion. So it's 2 minutes 9 seconds. Oh no. So I don't know what the difference is. Interesting. Not sure. Actually, not sure. He was talking about there being a difference. Some difference when a station would have to retool itself for the new version. But in this case, it doesn't look like he's actually implemented that yet. So expect that to come down the pipe shortly. But yeah, that's a whole different type of car now. Same basic, it says basic car. You would think that would change to like basic SUV. But yeah, all of that stuff is done. I just kind of want to see it go through. All right, it takes priority. That's good. This whole process is slow as molasses here. Oh, and it ended up being white, of course. Paint, dry. So we've actually been selling some cars. And that car disappeared. Well, we got a red one. Awesome. Okay, so I think that's the first SUV to come through. Now it's going to engine and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, it still says basic car. I wonder if that's a bug. Hey, look at that. I actually researched something without hard coding it. Sure. And we're going to bring this all the way through to see a finished vehicle. Still hasn't fixed the wheel, brake, and tire thing. I wish you'd actually get on that. It's kind of annoying. Is the steering wheel going to appear? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, we got lights now. Seats, are the seats going to appear? Yes, they do. Yay! Then the windshield goes on. And then the air conditioner, which won't change anything. And pretty much, there's a few accessories in here that I add. The aerial, I wonder where the aerial appears. Back here maybe? Yep, there it is. And quality check. And then export. And this thing should tell me, or should ask. There it is. So this is the standard SUV. And we're going to increase this price 45%. And let's see, how much is it going to sell for? $28,000. Not bad. Oh, and it's sold already. That's awesome. So yeah, that is the production line for SUVs. It's basically, you set it at the very beginning, the body style, you set it, and you can cycle through them. So you can change the ratios, you can really customize how you want the whole thing to work. And so you can have a mixed number of vehicles going through, and look at all those SUVs rolling off the line now. The whole system updated, which is great. So yeah, that is the new production line. The features the custom engine and the custom now second model. And he has plans to run multiple models. So there'll be a compact car, maybe a sports car. You know, there'll be a few different models in the game when it ships, and then it'll be moddable with the sprites that this thing uses. So this thing uses different sprites for the different stages the car is in. And I'm assuming you're going to need 4 different rotations for the 4 different directions it could move, and then have it shade the colors. And so there's probably going to be some sort of mask involved to shade that to different colors. But yeah, that's the general look of the new changes. Let's take a look through the research, make sure I didn't forget anything. He did add a bunch of manufacturing slots, so you can now manufacture the sunroof and the panoramic sunroof, which is a huge money and cost savings later in the game when you add these, because those panoramic sunroofs are not cheap to buy. So it's good that he added a way to manufacture those. And let's see, all of them. I covered all of the engine stuff, and you know, obviously he will add probably a transmission in here. Most definitely, I'm thinking it's guaranteed. But let's see, I don't think any other major changes are in the efficiency area. Everything there is pretty standard. The administration, now you have to actually research body design and SUV body. So, you know, that it's not available right at the start. You have to research the different body types. He added these basic retooling and advanced retooling when you demolish a slot. You only get half, and then by researching these, you'll get an extra 10%, which to me is not worth it. 10%. I mean, it's like $1,300 when you're dealing with such a large production. I don't see that as very much cost savings. As far as option goes, I do think he's added an option. I know he's filling out some of the icons and stuff. I want to say there's a new option in here. Oh yeah, you can actually manufacture spoilers now too. I'm not sure what this start-stop engine is. No idea. If anybody knows what the heck that is, so the start-stop engine, I have no idea what this thing is. Start-stop engine. It's a very bizarrely named thing. But yeah, that feature on the starter motor, when those starter motors are used on the actual powertrain, the car inherits that option. So I think he had to reprogram some of that to drop down some of those features into the car. But anyway, I'm looking forward to starting up Factorio, and I hope that these little tidbit videos sort of helped out with learning the new systems in the game. For those of you who are still enjoying Production Line, it is enjoyable. I just had to get off because he was making save games incompatible with one another, and that kind of hurts in a way that it's tough to reconcile, because you put many hours and episodes into a game, and then you have to start from scratch all over again, and it kind of negates all the work you just put into it. But anyway, with this system, I think you could really fill out a lot of a base and get massive amount of production going, especially with this new engine system. Very, very efficient. All right, well, that will do it for this quick look. Look for Factorio starting tomorrow at noon, or at least whenever the noon video usually comes out for your time zone. So I'm looking forward to jumping right into that, cold feet and all. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.